Okay, so there's this really good story, not really, that I want to tell you about. There was this guy, let's call him Mr. N. He was a nice, noble, normal namaste person, but this nice guy had a small issue. He had a painful headache. So he went to see a doctor, but on his way to the doctor, this nice guy encountered a very shady man. This man knew that this guy had a massive gigas headache just by looking at him. So he told the nice guy, pay me $30 and I'll give you a pill that'll cure your headache entirely. That's a promise. I'm here every day, so if you have a problem, come see me again. So being the naive person he is, he believed this shady looking man and gave him $30. He went home, took the pill, fell asleep. He woke up the very next day and his headache was worse. It was a massive giga generator level 3 headache. So he went back to the place where he met the shady person, but he was not there anymore. He was diarrhea. He disappeared. As the nice noble normal namaste guy stood there, he realized that he got ripped off. This is the Mortal Kombat X PC community. They were promised to have all their headaches taken away, but instead they got a pretty bad headache. And now WB disappeared without a trace. It's actually kinda impressive how they completely vanished. Now all bullshitting aside, you guys get the point of the story, which is totally not a poorly made up story. Never buy things from shady people who promise you impossible things. You think that's simple enough, but it keeps happening. Always. I'm not just talking about Mortal Coconut X at this point, because it's not the first time this happened. Companies like EA and Ubisoft are super shady and have done way worse things than not porting a game. But I really don't want to go down that rabbit's butthole because it'll probably lead me or anybody into insanity. It's amazing that the human brain has the ability to forget, because if it didn't, a lot of people would have went crazy by now thanks to EA, Ubisoft and Warboard Brothers. Plus everybody already talked about these companies and how shitty they are. What I want to tell you about is this. I reached a breaking point when I saw Kestor and Buzzsaw Hand fighting on the Bong stage. It was so beautiful and so hype. I was starting to consider buying a PS4. In fact, I moved to the next stage and went out today to see how much the PS4 costs. Because when it came out like 2 years ago, it was super expensive where I live. I went to the closest shop to me expecting to find a price drop after 2 years, and I did. They dropped the price by $2. What a fucking ripoff. Still, it's at least not as bad as in Brazil, where I heard you had to sell like 2 livers, 3 hearts and pay 500 caps on top of it to get a PS4 or something ridiculous like that. Needless to say, I didn't buy the ridiculously overpriced PS4. But aside from my personal agony, I want to let you guys know about the PC petition. It currently has around 4,720 signatures or something like that. It's not likely that WB will reverse their decision because they are lazy money whores who are so cheap they won't bother paying a studio to port DLC to PC. But I saw a lot of people supporting this petition, both PC players and console players, which to be honest was surprising because aren't consoles and PC at war or something like that? But I guess the enemy of my friend is my friend's enemy, therefore he is my enemy as well, right? You get the point. Also, I heard people saying that the reason WB releases broken games and they take so long to fix them is because they are busy getting their heads out of their asses. And also working on DLC instead of fixing the actual broken game they released. The petition is your chance to see if WB/NRS actually care about what people want or if they are just in it to win it. Like I said, don't get your hopes up, but definitely stay positive, it always helps. I personally hope Titty Brothers reverse their decision, but again, I wouldn't put my life savings, which are 2 potatoes and 1 pair of boobs, on it. If you feel like signing the petition, sign it. If you don't, then I completely understand. Also leave your thoughts on the petition, whether you think it's going to work or not. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, stay awesome. Recorded the video and uploaded it privately to his channel. On January of 2016, he accidentally made it public. Then everybody and their mother downloaded and re-uploaded the video, so he was like, fuck it, I'll just upload the original. Then the internet blew up, everybody was on his feels bad man mood. The story was pretty touching to a lot of people, and that's understandable. He encouraged people to get support if they are in a similar situation and to never let it go too far. I agree with him. If anybody gets abused or feels threatened by a situation, they should always seek help or